Hi there movie fans, and welcome to another edition of Movies. This week I'm reviewing a Netflix movie called Leave the World Behind. And this is a movie starring Ethan Hawke as Clay and his wife Amanda, played by Julia Roberts. They live in the hustle and bustle of a busy New York City with their son Archie, played by Charlie Evans, and their daughter Rose, played by Farrah Mackenzie. And in this movie there's also a cameo from Kevin Bacon as Danny. The movie's directed by Sam Esmail, and believe it or not, the executive producers on this movie are Barack and Michelle Obama. Well, I suppose they have to find something to do with their time these days. No, but seriously, but if I remember rightly, Barack always had his favourite film list every year. So I guess really he's a bit of a movie buff. Now Amanda in this movie hates the metropolis of New York and seemingly hates people. So she decides to book a rental house out of the city for a refreshing break for her and her family. And this is going to be a vacation to a dream house. So when Clay awakes one morning, Amanda tells him she's booked it and they need to pack and leave now. Now, he says. Yes, now, right this minute. And she's done it like this because there's no time to discuss and debate. Just get up and go without discussion. And when they arrive with the kids, it's just amazing. Fantastic location, top decor, high-tech interior, swimming pool, everything that you would expect in a billionaire's house. Now after settling in, they decide to go to the beach for the afternoon. And this is where the strange things start happening. Looking out to sea, Rose can see an oil tanker. And a while later, Rose says it's getting nearer. Then later on, it's really near, and I mean really near. It's an incredible shot where this huge tanker on the horizon is getting nearer and larger, and it looks like it's heading, well, for where they are on the beach. It's a terrific scene and looks absolutely amazing. Now when they go back to the house, things aren't working. No internet, no phone signal, no TV. I know it's not a huge deal, but a pain in the butt, as it's difficult to keep two teenagers happy these days. And Rose, who is the youngest, is desperate to watch the final episode of Friends. In fact, Rose is obsessed with watching it. And I felt this was more like modern life with kids, because for all that's happening around them, the most important thing is a TV show. And that's the priority in this kid's life. So later on, in the middle of the night, there's a knock on the door. This is G.H. Scott, or George, played by Mahershala Ali, and his daughter, played by Alexis Ray Folenza. And he says, "This is my house and I'm the one renting it to you." And you can just see the snobbery of Amanda wondering in disbelief of how an African American can own something like this. This is never said, but you can quite clearly see these racist thoughts in her head. George says that they were stranded and they needed to stay there in the basement for the night, and he will refund some of their rental money. Now Clay, who's very laid back, doesn't mind, but Amanda isn't too happy. There seems something quite odd about George's "we got stranded" story. And after all, these are two strangers in a house with their kids. Basically, this is about four people in a house who don't trust each other. It's about race and class and paranoia. As the film goes on, other strange things start happening too. And none of them make much sense. It's like everything's falling apart. Is it a drama? Is it a disaster movie? Is it an apocalyptic movie? I can't tell you too much more without spoiling it. There's a lot of tension here, and as you try to figure out what's going on, and just when you think you might have a handle on it, something else happens, and you need to rethink it. There's an interesting scene with Tesla cars, and there's this really odd scene with teeth that's horrific, trust me. Now, I enjoyed this movie. If I didn't know any better and I'd gone in blind, I would have sworn this was the latest M. Night Shyamalan movie. It has a very similar storyline and style to what he does, and also an ending that I'm sure he would love. But no, it's not. It's also not a poor man's clone. It's all well acted, it's tense, it reveals what's going on in a very timely manner, so not to spoil it. It's done in several acts, and some of the shots are quite awesome. It has an eerie, scary, unknowing feel to it. It's not for someone who wants all-out action, it's more of a thinker's film. Now, I'm sure that some people won't like the ending on this movie, if you can call it an ending. I didn't have a problem with it. It worked for me. I think this is another of those you love it or you hate it movies, and it will split opinion. I loved it. What about you? Please comment and tell me what you thought. Thank you for watching. We hope you can subscribe to our channel. Please comment on our reviews. We'd love to hear from you, good or bad. And if you have only just found us, have a look at our previous reviews. Otherwise, please look out for more movie reviews from us soon.